So, so democracy is essential. And when we take a good look at what's going on, we know that it's only occurring due to a dismantling of democracy. And as I said, a continent as large as Russia cannot be run by one single person. A continent as large as China cannot be run by one single person. We don't do that kind of thing anymore. It doesn't make any sense. We have a president only for it only is only there for a kind of I don't know how to it's only there for presentation really. It's not at the end of the day, the president doesn't get to make much of the decisions of what happens in America. It has to come by consensus of the American people. That is a democracy. So he has authority to do certain things. In the range of those things, he can't really do much without the consent of other people. So it's just there for presentation. Because we know already one person can't do all these things. I could probably do all of it. None of you could do this. I could do it. But then I wouldn't do it. I've said that before. I could do it. But then I would not do that. But then I would be the only one that could do that kind of thing. All the rest of you can't do that sort of thing at all. So at the end of the day, we have to let's fast forward a bit, and let's say that Russia takes over the Ukraine and they get what they want. They want to I don't know, who knows? Because you'll always be at the border of something, wouldn't you? You'd always be at the border of something. You could say the same thing about America. You could have been saying the same thing, be like, oh well, we're too close to Alaska, and America, they control Alaska. We don't like that, and America's a part of NATO, so we don't want, and we have to take over Alaska. You could say the same thing. So this is why you can't. Come on, nonsense. You can't do. Oh, imagine they was like, oh, some of the Alaskans are Russian, and they want to join up with Russia. So we're going to annex some of those areas and we're going to go to war over in Alaska over for America to take over. So no, you can't. This behavior is childish. It's beyond childish. And if you are military and you have a job in the military in Russia, don't participate in this kind of this shit. Come on. You have to be more mature than that. You have to think. Think. It's not just because somebody tells you to do something, you do it. Somebody tells you to jump off a bridge. Somebody tells you jump off a building. You don't just do anything anybody tells you to do. Of course, you have your president's orders and you have to listen, but there's certain things that you have to be able to use your brain. So it's a test. It's a test. Certain things are a test to see just what you are capable of doing if you're that stupid. So sometimes people might say some shit like that, tell you to go and invade a country that you know you shouldn't, just to test you, see what you're going to do. And if you all listen to what the man says and you do what he orders like that, in spite of knowing against your better judgment that you shouldn't do it, then the consequences aren't going to be the Ukraine's. It's not going to be a problem for Ukraine or Ukrainians. At the end of the day, you are the ones that are going to have to bear the consequence. At the end of the day, What happens with war is that people die. And when you die, y'all, you need to understand, when you die, there's no coming back. It's not like you kill somebody and then they respawn or something. It's a video game. It's not this. It's not a video game you're playing. When you die, that's it. You die. And if you kill somebody and you have a weapon in your hand, other people are going to have to join forces to use weapons to stop you from killing them. And it's that simple. This is why we do everything we possibly can to prevent war.